It is week 4 of the Prep Sports Report tonight on Lakeshore PBS. T-Dub, we got some wrestling sectional action and some girls sectional basketball on the schedule.
Exactly. It's that time of the year. It's close to February, which means it's time to put up or shut up. And we've got the highlights of everybody that did all of the above.
Yeah, all the putting up.
Yeah.
All right, all that's coming up next on the Prep Sports Report.
Program support comes from NIPSCO.
Honey, who is this guy?
Oh, that's Frank. Hey, Frank.
Honey, why is Frank in our bedroom?
He's showing us ways to save money. Plus, he'll even help us install LED bulbs and new shower heads.
Oh, well, he is leaving before I shower, though, right?
To schedule an energy assessment and learn more about energy usage, visit nipsco.com.
Frank, could you hand me a towel?
Alrighty, it is week 4 of the Prep Sports Report. We are ready to go with some high school sports action. T-Dub, Wayne phoned in the score from the gymnastics meet earlier this week. Chesterton got the best of Valpo in the first of their many meetings this year. Mia Pak, the sophomore, winning the all-around with 38.2. That's going to be a rivalry we watch the rest of the season.
Oh, yeah. Just like last year, if I recall.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be another fun matchup. And again, if you want to talk about a gymnastics meet that's worth the price of admission, you're looking at the two teams that'll get it done for you.
All right, how about some boys wrestling sectional action? We've got highlights, we've got scores. A lot of the same scenarios continued with Portage, Maryville, and Crown Point continuing long consecutive sectional championship streaks and winning the local sectionals.
And let's say we start off with Jacob Moran. He's with Portage going up against Adam Ackerman of Highland. Portage wins. Trust me, Joe, this is going to be a recurring theme throughout this highlight.
Well, Portage is loaded. I mean, they may,
Yeah, that
got
does
him in the
hurt.
cradle on the back, and that looked like a nice pin for Jacob.
Brock Peel, Tyler Rihanna. Peel for Portage. Watch the strength here. Watch the strength. That
takedown.
is just awesome. Nice. And then pins him.
Rolls him, rolls him.
Exactly. Whoop.
Oh,
Got out
didn't
of it
get
real
him.
quick.
Almost got maybe some near fall points there, but I don't know who shot for us this week, but that's some great camera work there. That's how it's done when you shoot wrestling. That's a nice tight shot.
Yeah.
Of both guys on the mat.
By the way, is that a New York Yankee wrestling? Because the kid's wearing pinstripes. Okay. Chris Rump versus Zachary Yost in this one, and again, another Portage victory. And again, Portage having themselves a pretty good year so far this season, as you mentioned.
Oh, that's a nice move there. Look at the quickness around the back.
Mm-hmm.
Still no takedown yet. Now he's trying to control him and get him down. Oh, there you go. There's a two-pointer.
Yeah. Okay, next up, Chris Rump versus, I think we mentioned that already, I'm sorry, Casper McIntosh, Cole Cervantes. Portage, again, gets the victory. And I keep saying this over and over and over. Wrestling is the toughest high school sport on the planet, without question.
Well, you got to be in some kind of shape. There's a reason when they come off the football field and go into wrestling that they're not in wrestling shape, because it's 6 minutes of intense cardiovascular workout there. And Portage has had a tremendous season. Here's, I think, a Portage guy getting taken down there, though.
Yeah, that's Torres versus Grover on that one. Grover with River Fork.
Oh,
Groover,
there's a
I should
reversal.
say. Yep, there you go, Portage with the advantage.
Nice reversal there.
Yeah. Okay, next up we have Jacob Bonden versus Arthur Fowler. Bonden is for for Portage.
Looks like Fowler's got him on the back.
Yep. That's a tough move to get out of, and he actually didn't.
Oh, that's a great pin there by Lake Station. That's Portage, though, winning the Griffith sectional. 322 to Hobart's 243. Highland at 180, followed by Calumet, River, Griffith, Lake Station, and Andrean. First time the wrestling sectional hasn't been at Calumet in a long time.
The last one I went to was at Calumet, as a matter of fact.
So it was
yeah.
at Griffith. Took a little longer, but I like when the IHSAA moves these tournaments around because they really need to. Give other teams a chance to host.
Yeah.
There you see Jacob Moran from Portage, Alec Luna, won at 132, Chris Kump from Portage, McIntosh at 145. Here's your individual sectional champions from Griffith, Dante Colza of Hobart, Zach Fator, DJ Washington. So it wasn't a clean sweep of Portage champs, but pretty much. Jeremy Torres, Jacob Bandon, Chester Swopes, Ricky Beam. You know, a lot of Portage there, definitely. And we've got wrestling regionals coming up here this weekend, I believe. And a lot more wrestling coming up with semi-state and the state championships. How about some girls sectional basketball, T-Dub? Let's go to the highlights. A nice matchup early on. The parochial school Civil War over at Knoll. Knoll hosting the sectional this year. Andrean, who had that huge win over Lake Station, and playing some solid basketball against Bishop Knoll.
And a lot of people feel the winner of this game will win the sectional because both teams had solid seasons, and the other teams in the sectional, for the most part, with the exception of River Forest, very young.
We saw Michaela Fuentes with the steal and the score. That's Courtney Blakely for 2. Bishop Knoll's girls. Oh, that's a beautiful move. Carly Miller.
And then you have Julia Schultz coming in here. She's going to get 2 points for Andrian. Nice pass, corner open.
Stunned by that move still.
Yeah, still like that move, do you?
Jaw dropped.
Can we run the highlight back so you can see it again?
Layla Rogers here ahead of the break. The Knoll, the Knoll girls, they peak at tournament time
There you
over
go.
the last few seasons.
Courtney Blakely about to fire one
Oh.
a step back jumper. I like that.
Court, step back, get behind that. This is 3 instead of 2. All right, Carly, we've seen you need to back off Carly when she's driving to the goal because she'll go past you. Beautiful drive there again.
Paris Harris. Watch her take the three-point jumper from the
She's
right
on
of the circle.
She's on the all-name team.
Oh, yeah, Paris Harris.
Anytime your first name rhymes with your last name, like Joe Arredondo. Paris Harris.
She's been waiting to use that line for so long.
Long time. Courtney Blakely again for 3.
Well, her name doesn't rhyme,
No.
but Natalie Figlio.
But
There's
she
a name
can
team
shoot.
for you.
But she can shoot though.
Oh, she can shoot. She can shoot. You're about to
She
see how
crosses
good she can fire
over.
it up. There you
the
go.
crossover move.
That makes it look even better when you do the crossover. There you go.
48-39 for Bishop Knoll. They've got Roosevelt, beloved Roosevelt.
There you go.
But Knoll now favored to win the sectional. How about some Bowman and Whiting girls action? This one was a very close game that went down to the nitty-gritty.
And let me commend the Bowman girls. Young basketball team. They've got a great future, but they had an issue. With 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter, they were up by 6. And afterwards, Whiting just owned the rest of the game. Drive to the basket right here. And
Nice
again,
drive off the glass for 2
Yeah.
for the green.
There you go.
This
And
looks like it's at
no.
Knoll. Okay.
Yeah. Here's a nice jumper top of the key right there. And again, Bowman having their problems from midway in the third quarter on, and that cost them the game. They were up by 6 with 3 minutes left to go. The long jumpers did
long
them in.
three.
Yep, exactly. That did in Bowman.
I know you've seen them all year. You know that they are a young team.
Yeah, they're a young team. 22 there, nice offensive rebound. She really played well for short stretches in the game. And of course, here you have right here,
Oh, nice
nice
pass.
pass in the paint. And see, that's when Bowman was playing at their best. They were getting the ball, moving the ball, looking for the open girl in the paint, fadeaway jump, there you go. Bowman looked good midway in the third quarter, but things kind of fell apart, and there you have it. Bowman loses. Guys, you got to reverse that score. Bowman lost that game to Whiting,
Whiting, right.
41-35.
All right, let's check out the next game over there. It was Lake Station and River Forest. T-Dub, your Lake Station Edison Fighting Eagles taking on the Ingots.
Well, Bowman with 2. I'm
Well,
Eagle Man.
I know. Well,
Yeah, there you go.
Both.
Yeah,
both.
there you go.
You're both. Yeah.
There you go.
They were your Bowman
Yeah.
Academy Eagles too.
Exactly. There you go.
All right, let's
I'm
check
Eagle
out.
Man.
You are Eagle Man. Let's check out the highlights.
We've got something for you.
Fabiola Cervantes.
There's a name for you,
Yeah,
Fabiola.
I like that one.
Yeah, tries to the basket, to the hoop, and that was a problem yesterday for Lake Station, not guarding the hoop as much as they could have. Now you have Avery Vanderberg. She's going to fire a three-pointer, and that helped River Forest take a 20-8 lead early in this ball game. Marissa Mays had 15 points in the ball game. She really helped River Forest in this one. And here you have one of the best here, Joe, Taylor Austin. She is something. She's going to be great the next 3 years.
Nice scoop.
Yep. Marissa Mays again. Marissa, along with Galligan, basically leading River Forest throughout the entire season.
This is a big rivalry game.
Yes, it is, and you don't want to lose the rivalry game. And the ironic part about it is, Lake Station beat River Forest at River Forest and beat them pretty badly. So go figure. That's how the second season can change things.
Abby Galligan getting it done there.
And she'll get it done again in a couple of seconds here. But first, here's Taylor Austin again, the running right-hander. That girl's talented. We get to see her 3 more years.
Yeah, just
She
a
is
freshman,
awesome.
huh?
Yeah, exactly. If there was a freshman of the year, she gets the vote. But River Forest owns the night, 51-40, your final score.
All right, let's step it up into the big schools. Let's go over to I think it's Crown Point sectional with Morton and Highland. 2 very close games on Wednesday night in girls basketball action. Both of these teams have had a decent year. Highlands had some really good games this year. Morton and Highland. Highland maybe a dark horse with Lake Central being the favorite in that sectional, but we'll see. We'll see if they can make a run here in the sectional.
That's the good thing about these sectionals. You have dark horses, and you never know. You just have to put them on the floor and find out.
Well, look at Valpo last night. You would think Chesterton was the favorite.
Yeah.
And Chesterton had beaten Valpo this year, but the Lady Vikings won the game that really counted.
But what did we mention about the Hammond Knowles sectional? The 2 teams that lost last night beat the teams that they lost to during the regular season. Whole different deal come late January, February.
Okay, Morton and Highland, let's see if we got the action. Yes, we do. We're going to see Michaela Schmidt for Highland, knocking down the jumper in the lane.
Dario Wood says, okay, I'll see your 2,
Nice
and I will
pass.
raise you with a drive to the basket. There's my 2-pointer for the Morton Governors.
Morgan Rinkema from downtown.
I dare to say Rinkema 5 times fast.
I
Anyway,
will try it. Hey, that's Michaela Schmidt's shot
Again,
right there.
yeah,
Straight
exactly.
on. Don't let her stand there and shoot that. There's a nice runner.
yeah, that's Butler. That is Shantine Butler for 2 points. But it seems that Highland's hitting the outside jumpers in this
they
ball
are.
game. Yeah, Rinkema, and I'm not going to try to say it 5 times fast, but she could knock out that 3-pointer without question.
Hannah Hammer. I like that.
I love that name. But there's a name, Tina. Don't hurt him, Hammer. Okay. There's Jennifer Sheehan with 2 points
She
for
could
Highland.
dunk. That would be awesome. Hannah putting Hammer down.
You got your
Kiera
A game
Miller.
going today, do you?
Sorry. Kiera Miller for 3. And there's another 3-ball. Jennifer Sheehan from downtown.
And I'm supposed to be the one with the corny stuff, and he's stealing my stuff. I'm just kidding. Anyway, Highland wins 70-65. High scoring game for a tournament matchup. Not bad. Very entertaining.
Close game. All right. Let's check out the favorites in the sectional there. LC, of course, the Lake Central Lady Indians. Outstanding season. Looking to keep that momentum, but a test in their first game of the sectional against a pretty good Munster girls team.
Yeah, that was a game that would be good to watch because obviously Munster's no slouch, so it
No.
should be a great matchup.
Lauren Ladowski, outstanding performer for LC. Offensive board.
Alina Mongeri, and I hope I pronounced that right, she gets 2 points off the glass.
Sarah Zabrecki down the lane, down the baseline for 2.
And here comes Boyd back. Boyd for Munster follows up in the paint. Actually banked it in. Nothing but net.
Taylor Kirkwood from downtown for 3 for LC.
But Munster comes back with J.C. Helmer. Helmer with a basket as Munster tries to hang in
Oh,
there.
nice look.
Aha.
Nice look inside. Lauren Schmolin for 2.
And here comes Alina Mongeri once again. She's in the paint. Nice bank shot. Again, Munster trying to hang in there with the favorite Lake Central Indians.
Yeah, this is a very close game, very defensive oriented, tough. Oh, there's a nice runner with the left hand. Cheyenne Mathis for 2.
There you go.
46-38 LC. So LC and Highland, I think that's a rematch of a close game earlier this year that LC won. That's coming up, and that's going to be a good one. We're going to take a timeout, T-Dub. When we come back, we will be talking boys and girls polls coming up on the Prep Sports Report.
Sometimes I think that I'm a dreamer, the one that's standing all alone. The time is now, not when. I'm reaching for your hand. Will you go where I
The game is on.
That's show business.
live life like I never have?
To find out more about prep basketball and other winter sports, find us on Facebook.
Watch full episodes and share your fan experience with Prep Sports Report.
All right, we're back on the Prep Sports Report. It's time for this week's Throwback Thursday. It's girls sectional week. That means we're going back to the girls throwback 2006 Chesterton against South Bend, Washington, and it is regional action. Kelly Peller, as usual, had a great game scoring her usual double digits, but it was no match for South Bend skilled point guard Emily Phillips. I remember her. She was good. Who led South Bend, Washington take the win to move ahead into the regional tournament. I think Emily Phillips might have been on the team with one Skylar Diggins when Skylar Diggins was playing over there too, I believe.
And I think Diggins turned out to be a pretty good basketball player.
She's not
Did she
bad.
not? Yeah, she do. I'd pick
She's
her.
done all right for herself, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Had a
Making
pretty
that
good-
money in the WNBA.
Kelly
yeah.
Peller went to Valpo, and
Yeah.
Skylar went to Notre Dame, and they both had outstanding careers. All right, time for the girls' Little Five poll for this week, T-Dub. A big matchup coming up in some girls' teams this weekend in the postseason. Neither North Judson or Boone Grove in the Little Five, which leads you to think they're both in the biggest poll.
We shall see.
Lacrosse 14-9, Morgan Township headed on a collision course, I think, with Marquette, and that might be rough.
Good
but,
luck with that one.
And Bishop Knoll, state tournament time, they start playing some good basketball.
Yep, and Lighthouse, if they get past Westside in the championship game, if both teams make that championship, Lighthouse needs to move up in that poll. But that's going to be a tough goal going up against Westside.
Well, you had it too. Deja needs some help,
Yeah,
and they'd be a much better team.
yeah. Did you say Deja?
I think I did.
Yeah,
didn't
I think we're going to hear her name later on.
Okay, good. All right.
Tease.
How about the
tease.
boys' Little Five?
Yep, Covenant Christian, #1 again.
Yeah, Covenant Christian's getting it done.
Yeah.
Had the big win over Washington, Morgan Township. I think Covenant Christian is playing Washington tonight,
Yeah.
or Morgan tonight. One of those. They might be playing Morgan tonight.
Okay, I'm thinking girls.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
they beat Washington. I think they're playing Morgan tonight. Westville's playing 21st Century on Friday night.
Hey,
So
where's
that'll be a big
21st
game.
Century in the poll?
They're in the big guys.
Oh, they're the big
Yeah.
guys poll? Because those guys are Mr.
Yeah.
March. They always
Yeah,
say
oh,
welcome
yeah.
tournament
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's your girls' top 10 right there. Portage got a nice win over Hobart. They are getting a rematch against Valpo. Sorry, here's your top 10 on the girls' side. I jumped the gun. Munster ended their year, but an outstanding season at 7-6. Portage taking on Valpo. All right, Wayne and the Boone Grove North Judson matchup. My scouts have been out there, and they have told me that they like North Judson in this game.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So thus, I might be headed that way.
Well, you got to trust the scouts.
KV beat Maryville. They are having a great year. Of course, LC rock solid. Now Chesterton got beat by Valpo.
Yeah.
And
So number 3 is as high as they get.
we'll see how LaPorte does. LaPorte has South Bend St. Joe. I think that's going to be a big game for them.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. Got to be. Marquette's been outstanding all year.
Any argument?
No.
Neither from
No.
me.
They might not have a really tough game for a while. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
If they're challenged this weekend or if they're challenged in the regional because they're a heavy favorite.
Yeah, they have had a great season all year long, and it looks like they're going to keep it on during the month of February.
All right, how about the boys' top 10? There you go. Hanover in a big game against Highland this weekend. LaVille 17-0. Wayne loves them. LC 10-7. Maryville, still shaking my head on them. Not sure. Although, very controversial call last week
I
against
heard
Valpo.
stories about that. Yeah.
You know, the internet's a dangerous thing for referees. For a lot of people.
So I haven't seen the play, so I
Oh,
can't
it's
comment.
been all over.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Are you shaking your head at the
Yeah,
moment?
you know,
okay.
it's hard. Either the guys don't make a lot of money and they got split-second decisions. It definitely looked like the ball was in the Valpo kid's hand. But, the big one will be, probably the tournament.
Yeah, that's the one that really counts.
I love the Maryville fans, though. There was, I guess, a half-court shot Saturday the next night against Lowell, and the referee wiped it off, and the fans got up and gave the ref a standing ovation. Which you gotta like that.
I guess. So that's very rare in any level of basketball.
21C at Westville on Friday night. Hammond still playing well. Bowman, outstanding. Valpo beat Munster in a 1-point game, I think, on Saturday night. And Chesterton, boys,
Won't argue that either.
still, they had the one night off against Maryville, and they've been rock solid all season long.
Exactly. No argument on that one. That number 1, Wayne, no doubt.
All right, how about some players of the week, shall we? Tommy had a prelude.
There's Deja Smith of Lighthouse, and again, the best player you probably haven't seen play. You need to check this girl out. They'll go up against Westside if they win their semifinal game on Saturday for the championship of the Gary
I
sectional.
think that was one of my check marks, was Lighthouse over Westville.
Really?
Yeah.
Scouts again?
Last week.
Oh, last week. Oh, there you go.
That was
Okay.
another one that
There
I
you go.
nailed.
2 30-point
2 30-point games.
exactly against Westfield and Marquette Catholic.
We saw some Courtney Blakely. She was outstanding in the sectional as well as against Lowell.
And Courtney Kroll of Chesterton, we don't talk enough about her. Every time I pick up the newspaper, she has a big game for the Trojans, and obviously Chesterton season's over, but still great season by that young lady.
Brandon Newman, big games. Got some help Friday night. Cody Maxwell, 31 points.
There you go
reported.
again.
Hey, you gotta report the facts.
Yeah,
here.
okay, I got you.
Carson Resky, he went over 1,000 earlier this year. And Johnny Bernard for Maryville 32 against Lowell. How about some unknown players? T-Dub.
Okay, Sadie Leatherman of Couch. I didn't know it was my cue. Anyway, 24 points against Merrill Forest. And Sam Bodie. I love girls players that have guys' names. Sam Bodie of Hobart, 19 points.
I'm sure she would
versus
say
Hammond.
her name is
Samantha.
There
Yeah,
you go.
oh,
Okay.
So our guys got lazy and just put Sam up there. Oh, okay, I got it.
Giangelo Riley, a Whiting, a boys unknown. And Nate Ertz. Nate Ertz is famous now. He was already the unknown once, but he had 22 against Maryville, so
he's going to be known a lot
he's
now.
one famous basketball player.
There you go.
All right, time for some picks. Time for Wayne's picks on Wayne's World. All right, Wayne likes LC over Maryville. He likes Lake Station over Couts. Likes 21C. He better be picking 21C over Westville.
Yeah, no doubt.
Elsewhere, T-Dub.
Okay, East Chicago, Lake Central.
That's
Wow,
girls.
he takes Lake Central. That's girls, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Lake Central versus East Chicago. That's going to be a 1-point win according to Wayne. Valpo should beat Kankakee Valley. That's going to be a good game. And Boone Grove, 1 point over North Judson.
All right, and that's where I got to draw the line. I'm going with the Lady Jays to beat Boone Grove. North Judson's played a much more difficult schedule. They beat Knox twice, last time in overtime. And my peeps out in LaPorte County over there tell me that North Judson's better
Your
than
peeps.
Boone Grove. My scouts.
Oh, there you go.
My unpaid scouts
Oh,
that
there you
report back
go.
to me.
Those are the best scouts, the ones you don't have to give money to. Okay.
Yeah. Don't forget to get to our Facebook page for all the picks of the rest of the games for this weekend. Lakeshore Prep Sports on Facebook. That's where you can see the rest of our picks. And T-Dub, there's a rumor that Wayne might be back next week. He's not hitting the 300-yard drive yet of the golf ball, but there's a rumor he might be back next week.
And I'm sure a lot of people are breathing a big sigh of relief.
He might be able to come back and get the beating he deserves in person.
Well, there you go. Those are the best kind.
All right, we'll see you next Thursday with another edition of the Prep Sports Report.
Program support comes from NIPSCO.
Honey, who is this guy?
Oh, that's Frank. Hey, Frank.
Honey, why is Frank in our bedroom?
He's showing us ways to save money. Plus, he'll even help us install LED bulbs and new shower heads.
Oh, well, he is leaving before I shower, though, right?
To schedule an energy assessment and learn more about energy usage, visit nipsco.com.
Frank, could you hand me a towel?